Well, welcome to my third video. If y'all watched the other two, y'all know I'm working on my 71 Maverick. So, I wasn't able to make a video of me going over the AC system that I bought or anything else that I've done. So, that's what this video is. What I've gotten done to the car and what the future plans are from here on out. So let me flip the phone around and show you what the progress has been done. And I know I said that wrong. What progress I have gotten complete so far. So here we are looking in the engine bay. I have the compressor mounted on. I didn't have the paycheck where I could just go buy a bracket for it. That would have been nice. But what I've done is, as you can tell, they're painted blue, but that's not for good. That's just for something for now. I don't know why I painted them blue, but I went and got some steel tubing just to work as spacers. Go from here and here. The phone darkened. There it goes. And then I took a 7-inch bolt. I want to say it was 3/8 by 24. I went to Lowe's and got it. It bolted down. It's on there. It's not coming off. The pulley lines up with the rest of the pulleys. I took this bracket and what am I talking about? This adjusting rod that adjusts my serpentine belt. Threw that over here, threw a bolt through there, done. Now, that did make my belt smaller. What I didn't think about is just going and putting it back in its factory, or not factory, where I originally had it, and maybe I can adjust it there where I can still use my same belt with it and save me a little bit of money there. So I'm going to play with that and see what I can do. But as you can tell, the lines are on. They are not crimped on. They are not bolted, tightened. They're not tying down. So what I did was, first off, what you got to do. Sorry, I changed that how I was saying that. Said that. But first, what you got to do is when you get the compressor bolted on, the condenser hooked on, then you got to get your lines and you got to cut them to route them. Once you cut them, for instance, go around, pull this out, you just cut them, and I cut a little bit up that way, which if I want to pull this all the way, it's going to go further. So I got me enough slack there, and that goes in, done. So once I have these all marked, I'm going to come back with paint, different color paint, and I'm going to mark it like blue, blue, pink, pink, etc. Then I'll take them all off this, I'll unbolt it from here, take the line and the fitting with me, all of them, to the local parts store that will crimp these wires, or these connectors. And once they're crimped, then I can come back and fully bolt this down for good. And then after that, it's just really put the oil in and inject it with Freon. Now, one thing that helps is, where did that tool go? Hang on, I'm fine. Well, here's one of them. I went to Harbor Freight and I got these. I'm not 100% sure what they're actually called, but I went in for about 20 bucks. You get this and one a little bit bigger than this. So I used both sizes for it. I drilled 2 holes into my firewall and 2 into my core support. Now once I take these out, I'm going to come back and smooth these up, the cut, so it's not sharp. So over time they don't go back and forth and wear a hole in it. So that's it so far on the engine bay. this has really been a straightforward installation. Now, like I'm saying, this is a 302 with 351 heads. I bolted straight into the 351 heads. There's nothing connected to the 302 block. So, if you're trying to take a universal compressor and bolt it to the block, I'm not 100% sure on that one. You might have to go get the bracket. And I'm not sure about the 302 heads. I don't know if they have the threads that go right here and right there. So, again, that system you might have to figure something else up on your own. But as far as the performance of the AC, I'm going to be able to tell you on that one. I still got to wire it all up. So I got to go online and find out the wiring piece of this. I think one goes to here to the compressor, and this goes to the underdash. I'm not 100% sure. Underdash is also bolted in. Let me get in here. The lines are bolted in from the back. Let me go back here. As you can see, the expansion valve up there too. It's not wired in either. The one thing I do gotta say is these little flaps in here, they are kind of annoying a little bit. If you bang them a little bit, which you don't really want to bang them, they have a tendency to pop out. Then you gotta take a plastic screwdriver or something and pry that open a little bit, just enough to where you can pop this out. Popping in and putting it in could be, it's a little bit of hassle. But yeah, underdash unit is in here. Now, I was going to be building a center console from scratch, but I don't know if I said this in my video. I recently saw a few pictures of someone taking a 2015 Mustang interior, and the back seats fit perfect in the Mavericks, and the center console fit. Also, there's a piece that you can buy from Joe, I cannot remember his last name. He's on the Maverick and Comet restoration forums on Facebook, but he makes these little plates that you can bolt in your 2015 stock Mustang seats, and I'm pretty sure any other version. But for the front seats, I'm going to be using the 5-point harness seats. I cannot remember the brand of those either. Forgive me on that, but that's how my interior is going to look. Hopefully this Friday I can go and get a center console, so therefore I can start working on getting that underdash unit to bolt up, or somehow to mount it to the center console. As it's going to set up in kind of like that, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. So then again, I might actually make one out of wood at the end of it. I'm not 100% sure. So, oh boy, it's getting warm in this car. That's what you get for not having it going or nothing. It's humidity out there. So I'm getting out. So I have not done nothing really to the car. And great, train's going by, so hopefully y'all can hear me. So hang on a second, let me pause this and let this train go by, and I'll talk to you a little bit more. So there it is. There's what I got done on the Maverick. So this Friday, hopefully I have a little bit more money left over where I can go buy like a belt and get these hoses crimped on and get the Freon, so I can finally charge this AC system up, get it wired in, and see how the AC works. So, and if I can, I'll see about if I can get the center console, or figure out the center console setup for this car, so therefore I can have the underdash unit actually bolted or mounted in and secured. I can't think of nothing else with this car, so I'm gonna get on with it and end this video. So off to video 4.